Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for Dr. Stone Season 2, Episode 8. I do have my air conditioner on for a few. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I tested this a while ago, and you could hear it, but I just want to run it back and give it a try. I won't be having it on through the whole video in case it's annoying, but I just want it on for a little bit of the start, because I just finished recording another show where I didn't have it on at all, and I'm like really warm, and I'm worried it's gonna like affect my reaction, where I'm gonna kind of just be like, oh, I want it to be over so I can finish recording and turn my air conditioner on, right? So it's been pretty crazy heat for at least me and what I'm used to. I know there's other parts of the country that are way hotter right now. I'm one of the lucky ones, but I'm still not used to that kind of heat. So anyway, with that out of the way, uh, last episode we had Ukio, like a big stuff with Ukio, right? He's like, I thought he was going to be playing both sides or something. I thought he was going to be this third party faction where like enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing, or something like that. But it turns out he's kind of just on our side. He called himself a coward, which I disagree with. He's being harsh on himself, but he doesn't want people to die. And we also had the reveal of Yuzuriha's mission, which is to glue the people back together that have been broken recently before they have time to, I can't remember the word they used. Like, wither's not the right word. It's like, degrade or something. I can't remember the exact word they used, but regardless, she has to do it within enough time. So I'm really curious to see how that mission has affected her, and eventually find out whether it was successful or not, because she just keeps doing it and she has no idea if the first one, if the more of them, if any of them will survive when they use the fluid. So it'll certainly be an experience once that starts happening. But yeah, and we've upgraded the tank, right? It can fire one shot, and we were rushing into battle, and we had like 20 seconds, I think it was, or something like that, in order to have the element of surprise shock them where they're not going to know what to do, and then after 20 seconds they're going to know how to react. So, and we got to do this without killing anybody. So let's start this episode and see if they succeed or not. We're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. I just realized, did I set up my audio stuff for this episode? I did, okay. Ooh, volcanoes. Probably let the air conditioner run until the end of the opening, and then I'll turn it off. What do we got going on here? That's not our cave getting, like, flooded or something. Oh, shit. Huh. Oh, this is when they were still stone. Okay. We're seeing, like, just nature unfold. Hmm. Why are we back here again? Okay, just nostalgia. Such a cool moment when he showed up again and the village people were like, I've never seen you before, but I just know who you are. It's like, we're already friends. It's like they met these legends. I'm surprised it comes from, like, the bats, doesn't it? I'm surprised you can't just capture some bats and recreate it, right? But maybe there's something also about the cave that mixes with the bat guano. Oh yeah, and he finds the phone. Very dramatic moment. Oh, that'd be so crazy. Bluff cannon. Ha! Tank 10 billion%. Their motivation will tank. Get it? I'm just kidding, sorry. Of course you do. I'm so stupid. Are we gonna... I bet we're gonna catch up to where we left off and then opening, right? Because we left off with them, like, charging in, right? That's so crazy. Ugh. Oh, shit. Yep. Opening time. I'd also like you guys' opinion, if you can hear the AC right now, and if you think it's annoying or not. I'm just curious on whether I should actively try not to have it on while I'm recording in the future. But I'll be turning it off momentarily. You'll also hear a beep when I turn it off too, when we get to the end of the opening. But it definitely already... I only ran it from when I finished my last video, I turned it on, and then got set up for this one, and then started recording. So it's only been like 10 minutes maybe, and it already feels better in here. Should last till the end of the video. Yeah, you sing that opening again. I feel like too many things have gone our way, though. Alright, you're gonna hear a beep when I turn this off. And now, if it was annoying, it is gone. Whoa! Whoa! Ah! 20 seconds. Oh. Nice. Hollywood budget explosion. Nice. Oh shit. 20 seconds is so quick. Okay, they're aware of it. Charge! Oh! Oh! Senku up there. Just. Nice. Oh, Taiju, you beast of a man. You're not in the stone world anymore, you're in Senku's world. Yeah, disarm him. Oh, she's a big man. Jesus. Man. Oh no, the tank! Oh no! Magma ran right in to help, huh? I think he did anyway. Yeah. What is Magma's task? Oh shit. What is this for? Ah, the Sonic Bomb again. Oh, a Sonic... Oh, okay. He's gonna direct the audio at the enemies. Acoustic weapon. Jeez. Nice. This is crazy. I love it. Frickin' Tsukasa's gonna show up. So she stayed level-headed, even in the midst of the 20 seconds. She's gonna use her assets, I suppose. Oh! Minami. Nope. Tickling is a form of torture. Oh shit, no! They didn't have any backups. Taiju. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, strong boy power! Are you serious? What the heck? Oh. That was a Gon Freaks move from Hunter x Hunter. And Uvogin. Uvogin did it first, I should say. Alright. Captured. Now you gotta defend it from Tsukasa, who is bound to show up, right? Whew. That was intense. The boys are back. Oh, that is a big container. I didn't realize the container was that big. It's been a long time, bat shit. Seeing a little bit of their journey that we never saw before. Careful with it. Senku? It's too happy. Yeah. Gunpowder. Damn. Yep. Something's gonna happen. I feel it. The wind's blowing. Tsukasa's gonna, like, throw a rock right through that jar of gunpowder starter. Yep. 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 Oh, yep. There goes the jar. Damn, he got hit. Oh my god, that's blood. I knew it. I knew things were going too good. The man himself. They're both here, yeah. What an entrance. Well, damn. Can you utilize the powder on the ground, maybe, still? In a way? Together again. Oh, shit. More of his men. Uh, yeah, so they found the phone, so they came running. They keep... Maybe he was just looking at it because he deems it as a win, but they keep showing it. I wonder if you can, like, throw the stuff on it and then light it some way. He's doing his thing with the neck again. Oh, what is gonna happen? The episode's gonna end. I know it. I know it. Hmm. Alright. Yeah, let's do it, guys. So I'm in. Yep, she met him before. Nice. Oh shit! Obviously not. No, I've had the chills a bunch of times this episode. Alright, Senku's... Yep. They have some kind of plan. Jeez. You know, just shockwave them? Music. Yeah. Oh shit! What's he gonna do with it? He's got a plan. Alright. Damn. Oh, that was a good episode. Amazing episode. I just knew that, I mean, so far, everything except for Chrome being captured, but then he escaped himself. but pretty much everything but that, I feel like, has gone in the way of the Kingdom of Science. I knew there had to be a moment where Tsukasa gets his shot, right? His licks in, but now that that's happened, I think it can go either way. It just depends on how drawn out the show wants to be. Like, do we want to go back and forth a bunch of times, or is this it? Is there not going to be any more like, oh, back and forth? Like, oh, I'm still really curious how we wrap it up without any killing and stuff like that too. But the tank going in, working the way it did, having all like the nostalgia of him, you know, breaking out of stone and being back at this cave and everything. It's great. And their 20 seconds of distraction worked. Like, that whole plan worked. The big flaw was that they should have taken the phone, I think. They probably left it there as a just in case something happens. But that is it, guys, for episode 8. But yeah, they probably should have taken the phone, but obviously hindsight is 2020. They probably left it there because they figured no one had found it up to that point. Like, how were they supposed to know that Tsukasa would happen to go, like, this whole lie that Yo spread about him dying, and then Tsukasa going to, like, bury a part of him in memory of him at Senku's grave. For whatever reason, he chose Senku's grave to go bury it at, and ended up finding the phone because he dug in that exact spot. Well, I guess he could have dug anywhere that had, like, the wire running, too. There was, like, a lot of areas there where he could have dug and found something, but he did find the speaker right away. But yeah, it's definitely one of those situations where it was just Senku's plans all went perfectly. It's just he couldn't plan for that. So, but, and that led them on that something was going down, and I guess they figured the first spot after, you know, if Chrome's not there, the first spot he'd go is Chrome, right? But Chrome escaped on his own, so then he's like, okay, the next spot's gonna be the cave. So they just hauled ass there. But the acoustic weapon, that was crazy. And also, I should say before I get into that, I like the like Hollywood explosive that he made, that he mentioned. It was just like big and dramatic looking. It probably wasn't like too dangerous. It probably wouldn't have hurt, but it was like made to look flashy, and just for the effect of scaring them, because that was the whole goal. But then, you know, going into that acoustic weapon, that was really cool. It's like, it was kind of like a way to stun all the enemies, and then they lost one of their bombs, and that kind of screwed up the plan, and Taiju jumps in front of it and yells into it. Now, I don't think that would ever really work. I don't think that could ever get loud enough to stun someone. But I think that, like, you know, this show is full of anime exaggerations, right? Like, there's no one as strong as Tsukasa either, I don't believe, in our world. So it's just one of those fun things to see it work. I loved it in, I accepted it more in Hunter x Hunter because they had basically a form of superpowers, like, in that world. But in Hunter x Hunter, they did similar things where some of the characters weaponized yelling to hurt or, like, knock someone out or something out. So I really like seeing it here. It was definitely shocking. I was like, what's he doing? Because, you know, me with my head based in, you know, logic and stuff like that, when I'm watching anime, I'm like, what could he possibly do by taking that stance in front of that Sonic thing, and why are they holding it up? What's gonna happen? And then he yells into it, and I'm just like, all right. but I loved it. Like, I don't think it makes sense, but I love anime exaggeration sometimes, so it's it was very fun for me. But yeah, and then it's another one of those things where they probably should have moved. Like, I would always be moving quickly. Like they took their moment to celebrate, and I get that's something you need to do with a stressful battle that just took place and everything, but they made the same mistake that every anime makes, where well, I shouldn't say anime, but every anime character makes, in that they stop to celebrate their victory, and because of that, someone catches up and foils their plan. So, but now, instead of just being the three of them, we now have the whole Kingdom of Science. And I love how it's just the Kingdom of Science now. Like, originally it was like our Kingdom of Science with the people of Ishigami Village and all that coming together, but now it's just, everyone's just together now, and I love it. I was wondering what Kohaku was gonna say at the end there, where she's like, um, pleasure to meet you, like introducing, and like we are, and like I was wondering if she was gonna say like Ishigami Village or something, but no, she said Kingdom of Science, because it's just as if they're one now. So that was really great. I thought Minami was gonna play more of a role with her running away, but I guess Ukiyo was just ready and stopped her, and then Nikki was there and just, I guess, I don't know if she knew she was ticklish, or that was just Nikki's way of subduing her without hurting her, right? She knew she wasn't much of a threat, so she's like, okay, I don't want to have to just like punch her lights out, but how do I like stop her from running? So she just tickles her until she passes out, or at least just collapses. But yeah, goddamn, very intense. I didn't even write much down. Like, it's, everything happened so fast. It was so exciting. Like, I love that. I guess maybe it was part of the plan the whole time, that when the tank goes down, that's when it's your time to do X, like to do this thing, Magma. Maybe they had that planned out from the start, but I love how Magma was, like I said, so maybe it was part of the plan, so maybe it's not that big of a deal, but Magma immediately, when that tank went down, ran over, like almost as if to help. That was my first thought. And then they had that whole plan, so I was like, okay, maybe that was just his orders, right? But I like the idea that he was one of the first ones to run over to help when he was one of the most resistant to Senku being around at first. It's just so cool how far everything has come, and I like how even some of these people who are brand new, like Nikki and Ukiyo, felt like they were earning their keep, and they already kind of, like, I know what they did this episode wasn't massive, but it already felt like they were part of the team. I wasn't sitting there thinking to myself, oh no, is Ukiyo gonna betray, or oh no, is Nikki gonna betray? I just believed that they were on our side. And I feel like that's just a merit for the show and our characters and the way they introduced those characters, that it was a way that they didn't give us that suspicion to worry about, because we already have so many other things to worry about. And I think that's just like a kind of a contribution to how fantastically written I feel like this show is. So, but yeah, a lot of this was battle, and then a lot of it was like rekindling all these relationships, like Taiju and Senku being back at the cave, Senku and Tsukasa being face to face again. And it's really interesting with, we don't even have Tsukasa. Maybe he's just that confident, but Tsukasa isn't even really angry or anything either. He's just like, hey Senku, really sucks I gotta kill you twice. It's like he's not like furious or anything like that. So he's definitely an interesting character, because like, I mean, I do see a little bit of what they were saying about the, like, his charisma is what wins people over, and I can kind of see it, because he just has that like calming, like, I could see like having a good conversation with him, even despite the things I see him doing here. When he showed up and said that to Senku, I was like, oh, nice guy, It's like, despite all these terrible things he does, and that's like the most terrifying thing about Tsukasa, is that he can give me that feeling while also going around murdering people, like murdering these stone statues and everything, which are people. So, definitely starting to respect Tsukasa a little bit a little bit more, I feel like, where I didn't care as much before. I do wish we knew a little bit more about him. Like, we got some brief stuff in the beginning about, you know, with him and his issues with like poverty and stuff like that, but I wish we knew like why did he get into the fighting scene? What about him has led him to these choices that he's making? And maybe that would help me sympathize with his cause of like, no, I don't want all these like nations and borders and land ownership and all these shitty things about our world to come back. Like, I wonder, maybe like within the battle we could get something like that, or maybe, I mean, this is a bloodless battle, right? So it's not like we're killing him, which means if we're taking him prisoner somehow, I don't know how we take a man like that prisoner, because I feel like he could break any prison that exists. um I guess they have metals, and maybe he's not strong enough to break metals, but he did punch a tiger to death with a single punch, so I don't know. But we'll see how all that goes. But my point is if he is jailed after this or something like that, will we see something along the lines of him like Senku going to the jail and talking to him and learning more about him then, right? Which it kind of stinks to have that after the fact if it does go that way. I would have liked to know a little more about him beforehand, but because like early on we had a few shots of him, right? Like maybe was it this show that I feel like we had a few shots of like him younger and maybe being like on the more poor side and stuff like that. I feel like there were some like brief shots to hint at what it is, but we've never had like full on flashbacks to really explain his passion towards rebuilding the world in the way that he's doing it. So I feel like that could go a long way for me. But anyway, fantastic episode. Absolutely loved it. It was a lot of combat oriented, which is why I kind of talked not necessarily as much about the events of the episode, but the characters that are within it. But nonetheless, it was thrilling to watch. So I can't wait till next episode, which I imagine is going to be more fighting with, you know, the brute force people going in and doing their thing while Senku rushes into the cave and does some kind of science shenanigans. So we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below. 2 episodes ahead of time on there through the early access tier. Check it out if you're interested. And the links will also be popping up on the screen right about now. Thank you guys, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.